Everything was bigger in the 80s. The hair, the shoulder pads, and of course, the musical pairings between major rock stars. Here are 6 of the greatest rock collaborations of the 1980s. Beat It, Michael Jackson and Eddie Van Halen. Everyone knows this song helped launch MJ to superstardom, but what most people don't know is rock icon Eddie Van Halen is featured on the track, providing that punchy, powerful guitar solo. When Jackson's producer first contacted Van Halen, he thought he was being pranked, but he quickly signed on to assist. In the studio, he rearranged the guitar work to allow for a faster, more intense sound he and Jackson thought the song needed. In fact, it's so intense that according to legend, while he was recording it, one of the amps overheated and burst. Under Pressure, Queen and David Bowie. A collab between British superstars Queen and David Bowie seems like an obvious pairing, but the song came together almost by coincidence. Bowie and Queen were recording in the same small studio in Switzerland and decided to experiment in the recording booth together. However, once they began, Bowie and Queen frontman Freddie Mercury butted heads over how to arrange the song, with other members of Queen joining in the fight. Over the years, the artists have argued over who was responsible for what, but there's no debate about this. The song is one of Queen's best and a stone-cold 80s classic. Walk This Way, Aerosmith and Run DMC. Aerosmith was a major band in the 70s, but their popularity flagged through the next decade. Band members were dealing with addiction and other personal issues, so their success was waning. That all changed with a unique reimagining of their 1975 track, Walk This Way. Hip-hop pioneers Run DMC were experimenting by freestyling over Aerosmith's music and eventually contacted the band to discuss a collaboration. The result blew the first recording out of the water, peaking at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, launching a career comeback for Aerosmith and playing a huge role in making hip-hop a massive new force in music. Dancing in the Street, Mick Jagger and David Bowie. 4 years after collaborating with Queen on Under Pressure, David Bowie teamed up with another major figure on the rock scene, Mick Jagger. Their cover of Martha and the Vandellas' Dancing in the Street was an enormous success as both a single and a music video. The collaboration was part of a fundraiser for Live Aid famine relief. The original plan was to record a music video live over satellite, with Bowie in London and Jagger in Philadelphia. But when tech lags made this impossible, a music video was quickly arranged. Pressed for time, the duo recorded the song and music video in record fashion. Less than 13 hours passed from the start of recording to the track and video being completed. The Slapdash collaboration was a fantastic success, climbing to number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. Stop Dragging My Heart Around, Tom Petty and Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks had worked with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers on several tracks throughout the 1970s, but it was their 1981 collaboration on Nicks' first solo album that has stood the test of time. Stop Dragging My Heart Around became a staple of Nicks' live performances for the rest of her career, and she even performed it live with Petty in July 2017, just 3 months before his death. After its release in 1981, the song made history for both Nicks and the Heartbreakers, peaking at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and becoming the biggest hit in the careers of both performers. Dead Ringer for Love, Meatloaf and Cher. In the world of unlikely collaborations, Meatloaf and Cher has to be near the top of the list, but their 1981 duet Dead Ringer for Love worked surprisingly well with the singer's powerful vocals blending perfectly. Dead Ringer for Love was something of a sleeper hit, slowly climbing until it peaked on the UK singles chart at number 5. Though it was a success throughout Europe, the song did not chart in the US, which might explain why it has often been forgotten among the great collaborations of the decade. So those are 6 sensational rock collaborations of the 80s. I'm sure you can think of a ton more, so let us know all about them in the comments. And for more great content celebrating the craft of music, like and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to sign up for our newsletter at the link in the description. I'm Taryn Papa, and this is Inside Track.